gives you a little idea. They're going to redistribute your wealth if you had any wealth left. Nobody has any. I don't know anybody that has any wealth other than Rush Limbaugh says the other day they took 5 pictures of 5 homes on Manhattan, and he said, he went to the street people, and he says, do you know who owns these? It's a politician. They own these 5 homes, and they sell from $10 to $13 million each. Do you know who? Oh, yeah, Mark Rubio or Ben Carson. Not one of them guessed Hillary and Bill Clinton own those $60 million worth of homes. Not one of them. Okay, anyway, we got to understand the next video on this is so neat. So just go into John Stossel, Privatization, and watch this guy, because the same guy takes over a library, I think in Tennessee. And he goes to the mayor, and the mayor says, oh, you can't run a library and not lose $4 million a year on it. He says, let me try. Oh, no, I can't let you do it. It would show him wrong, see. Finally, the mayor said, okay, try it, because I know you can't do it. He not only did it, didn't take one tax dollar, hired more librarians, and had an efficient library. Imagine that. Isn't that neat? So anyway, go ahead and watch that. I want to get back to Jekyll Island, because this is where all this corruption came from. The 2 parties became one, and don't make any bones about that. Don't even try and convince your neighbor, who may be Mike Lee, that he has anything to do with this country, because he knows better. The 17th Amendment did away with senators, right? They're federal senators. They say, yeah, or if they even look at the bill, they don't read them. I know that. He told me they don't read them. So basically what we have to do is understand that we, the people, do everything better. And on Jekyll Island, they bought and paid for the news media. They bought and paid for churches, bought and paid for where we are. They bought and paid for everybody, everything. What does that give us? Does that lose hope? I don't want to take away your hope, but I don't want to give you false hope either, until you make up your mind, and it took me many years to do it, so don't think everybody's all made up their mind. I decided I would never vote for any Republican or Democrat on any level. So if you don't know anybody, write in your own name. Do you think you would vote crazy like that, young man? I don't think I qualify. Now, you qualify if you vote properly, if you understand the Constitution. Write your own name in there. Let them know that you're not going to take it anymore. That's what needs to happen, in my opinion. So anyway, on Jekyll Island, these bankers, you'll find out a lot about them tomorrow from the head guy, Ed Griffin. We're going to have a book back there from Don Fotheringham. Guess he has all the presidents, every president since Wilson. They are? Every president on that front page since Wilson is a communist. And he's going to show you why, and they can't get out of that. They have not done one thing for you. Not one thing, folks. Oh, yeah, they've taken your money and stole it, and they gave, you have to realize on Jekyll Island, the Republican Party got the military. That's all they needed. Do you think we've ever been a war that was necessary, that wasn't started by the banksters? That's how they fund their billions and trillions of dollars worth of fun things. So they give that to the military, to the Republicans, because they're good guys, right? They're the nice people. And they wouldn't do anything bad to us. Then they give the Democrats big government. That's all Wilson wanted. That's why he had to get the 17th Amendment in there, so he could get huge government, big Goliath government. Not anything to do with helping you and I. Goliath is so out of control that there's at least 20 million government employees. Then you add their families and you add their friends and everything. Guess what they do? They give them a pretty good base for votes, don't they? But just think of this. If the post office, if the forest rangers and everything was ran by public sector, and we didn't have a million laws against your own business of doing private things, wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be fun? I can tell you stories like he's done right here in Utah. I had 3 or 4 people tell me they wanted me to tell their story. They didn't dare. Because our local Utah government is doing things that they can't even survive in their business. And it's not huge businesses, these are little guys. And why do we let this go on? Why do we let this last week go by without some kind of a saying, hey, you can't just, Congress, the Constitution, even though I know you haven't read it, if you would read the Constitution, you would understand that your job is to control the president, not give him everything he wants and anything people pulling his strings want. You don't do that, Congress, come on. See, that's why, and not every, I'm probably the only one here, I don't know anybody else that's made this commitment. I will never vote for a Republican or Democrat until you can show me one thing they've done for you. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask, anybody? Okay, can anybody show me one thing? Because I can show you 1,000,000 laws they passed. Yeah, folks, you know, the Independent American Party is strong because we have principles. We will not let our members do, we don't even ask them to come in if they don't have principles. And we have 15 principles. The first one's a belief in God. How many of you think, besides saying it, that the other guys mean that? Have they read the Constitution? Well, anyway, I will let this go on. I have lots more things. I have something about the common law I'd love to share with you, and I'll pass out some flyers tomorrow when we hopefully have a few more people here. And tomorrow you don't want to miss either, because let me tell you, the big hitters are there, and this afternoon from 3 o'clock on, we've got powerful speakers, so you do not want to miss them.